Hi guys, this is Rati here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be fairly short and impromptu, and I just want to tell you first that today is World Poetry Day, and many of you might know that 21st of March is indeed the World Poetry Day. आज विश्व कविता दिवस है. And so today, on the occasion of World Poetry Day, I won't be reading any long poems of mine or of anybody else. I don't want to bore you, nor I would be giving a speech or anything like that. But I just want to say a few words about poetry on the occasion of World Poetry Day. So guys, poetry, I think, is beautiful, powerful, and vulnerable all at the same time. Now, talking about relevance of poetry in today's times, how is poetry still important? How is poetry still relevant, Because even now we don't consider poetry, writing poetry as something, people don't take it seriously. People, when I'm saying people, I mean people in general, People regard poets as entertainers, but people in general do not take poets or poetry seriously. But I want to say that as poets, we need to be really proud of our craft, and we need to be passionate about poetry and support, each other in our writing pursuits, in our pursuits of poetry, be it by following each other's YouTube channels, or be it by, supporting each other by buying up each other's poetry books mutually, attending poetry events, be it in any way. Now, coming back to the question, how is poetry useful in the present scenario? How is poetry still relevant? I think poetry is still relevant in this day and age, and even more so, because poetry forms the crux of human character. Poetry relates to human emotions, human existence. It's basically, uncovers the underbelly of human emotions. And I personally think poetry elevates our existence to a different level altogether. हमें कविता जो है वो किसी दूसरे जहान में पहुंचा देती है और हमें एक बेहतर इंसान बनाती है, एक बेहतर व्यक्ति बनाती है. I really think that poetry helps us in becoming a better human being and in, sort of appreciating differences amongst people in a better manner. It prevents us, against narrow-mindedness, against a parochial attitude. So yeah, poetry really, I think, enables us to appreciate the essence of humanity in its full bloom. So why do we need poetry in today's time? We need poetry for us to become better human beings. And I think if everybody had a poetic consciousness, things like corruption, wars, and a lot of evils would simply not exist in the society. I know I'm talking from a super idealistic point of view, but trust me, that's how poets are, and that's how, that's how poetry gives us energy to survive, to live, and to spread the power and love of poetry to the world. So happy World Poetry Day again. And I would like to end with these lines by very famous Hindi poet Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. His poem Lohe ke Ped Hare Honge. So these lines are from that poem, and let me see if I remember these lines. सिसकियों और चीत्कारों से जितना भी हो आकाश भरा, सिसकियों और चीत्कारों से जितना भी हो आकाश भरा, कंकालों का हो ढेर खपरों से चाहे हो पटी धरा. आशा के स्वर का भार पवन को लेकिन लेना ही होगा, आशा के स्वर का भार पवन को लेकिन लेना ही होगा, जीवित सपनों के लिए मार्ग मुर्दों को देना ही होगा. रंगों के सातों घट उड़ेल यह अंधियाली रंग जाएगी, उषा को सत्य बनाने को जावक नभ पर छितराता चल, लोहे के पेड़ हरे होंगे तू गान प्रेम के गाता चल, नम होगी ये मिट्टी जरूर आंसू के कण बरसाता चल. So with these lines, I would like to end. And I think these lines pretty much convey the essence of poetry, the responsibility of the poet in today's times or any time. So thank you so much, guys, for listening. This was a very impromptu video on the occasion of World Poetry Day. And if you like my content, please do like the video, share the content, and subscribe to the channel. Bye, guys.